part of your family, your brothers and sisters?
Mm-hmm.
There were how many?
11.
11?
11 of us. 11.
Okay. How many girls was that?
10 girls
10 girls.
and 1 boy.
And one boy, that was
Ernest.
Ernest.
Mm-hmm.
That was Buster.
That was Buster.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
Danville.
You went to Danville.
Danville.
Was that a one-room
Elementary.
school?
One-room school. 1 room.
One room.
What grades?
1 through 7.
And then you're from there. You're next,
Douglas.
and that was a one-room school too. Is that?
No, that was about, that was multi-room, really. That was
Okay.
not, it was not a one-room school, but Danville was.
Did you attend college after that?
Not immediately, I worked.
Oh, you did?
I worked in Mr. Brown's store.
So how long did you work there?
Maybe about, I didn't eat all the man's candy. Mr. Brown. I worked there probably during the summer,
Oh,
a little summer job I had.
could I ask a question? Was Mr. Brown black or white?
He was black,
Oh, okay.
but he was a fair black,
Oh, okay.
but definitely black.
Yeah, so okay, black is black.
How was the trip? Did you all have bus back then? I know I used to hear a lot of people that do a lot of walking.
Eventually, we did have a bus when we were going to Douglas High School. The elementary school was in walking distance.
Oh,
Okay, all
Okay.
black,
all black.
all black. Douglas High School, because they used to throw stones from the bus at us as we walked. You see, I wasn't in high school then, but as we were walking,
And you all walking to?
elementary school,
The white kids,
the white kids were on the bus.
oh, they used to do us like that and I didn't have to. They would ride by throwing stones at us walking.
Throw the spiritual window,
Uh-huh.
throw the rocks and things like that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The Sassel, which was all white.
Sassy
And the
was like
Sassel is the one that used to spit and throw. But we caught the bus, that's the first bus we had, which was down in Brandywine.
Was that, did Thomas Hawkins or Mr. Pat Hawkins?
I was gonna say it was Pat Hawkins.
Pat Hawkins had the bus run.
Absolutely. And we would get on the bus at 6 o'clock because he would go all the way up in Chapel Hill, pick up all the black kids.
And then come back to Douglas in Upper Marlboro.
Right, right.
So school started what, 8 o'clock, 8:30? Maybe?
Yeah, probably 8:30.
That was a long day.
But that was a long day because see, we had a long ride. We were like one of the first ones picked up. That's Mr. Pat lived in the area.
Right, right.
Okay, so he picked us up. We would go all the way to Oxon Hill, all the way around some of the places, and pick up all the black kids and take them to Douglas, take us to Douglas.
Now you said
And
Chapel
thank you
Hill.
for that, because I had forgotten to assassin. So when that
No, you said Chapel Hill, and that, so that includes, you talking about Oxon Hill too?
Oxon Hill, Chapel Hill.
Is that right?
Now, do you remember when you, because that was the same bus that used to come around and pick either of them up on Naylor Road and go up through
Yeah.
on the old Marlboro Pike?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
That's what I'm
you
saying.
were on the bus a long time.
for a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. First of all, there weren't those many black people in high school at that time. You see.
Right, right,
So
okay.
his bus picked up all the people. He had to go the whole area. Like she said, that was an area, Naylor Road and
You come on up through Crew?
Come on through, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep on
We
the
come
bus.
in that back way Crew station.
Oh, y'all
So
did
what-
y'all did some riding.
Yeah, it wasn't that the school started so early. We caught the bus at 6 o'clock. I know that. We walked through.
School probably took it about 9.
I think so. School started about
School
9.
probably started about 9.
So it was might have been 5:30 when y'all got home then.
It was sometime, but when it was about 5:30.
Then they come home, do your chores.
Absolutely. We home to do the chores.
Hmm.
We were the first to pick up, the last.
Last to get off.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Once you graduate from high school, then your next endeavor was
I went to business college.
that in DC?
That was in DC. And I had to have transportation from Brandywine.
So how did you go? What was your transportation? No,
My uncles, like Uncle
go with Booker and
Booker.
when they went in DC? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that was pretty much every day for a while. Went there for a couple years or a year.
But yeah, it was like a 2-year program.
Oh, okay. Now was that all black or?
Yeah, that was all black.
And what'd you study there? Just
Typing and shorthand.
oh, okay. Because I guess at the schools back in the high school didn't do typing.
Absolutely. No typing.
No typing.
None. You see, at all.
Oh, okay, I got it. So when you
The basic business skills that I got was at Blackwell Business College in Washington, D.C.
okay. So once again, so your high school was just reading, writing, and arithmetic basically,
Basically.
and English.
Of course, English.
You know, but
And spelling.
no
That kind of thing. But no skills.
no skills.
No skills.
Okay. From your business college, then you acquired to. You didn't go back work at the candy store, man.
No.
You took the
Well, that
civil
was just a
service,
joke, wasn't
did you
it?
take the civil service exam?
Yes, I did.
I thought you did.
Yes, I did. I took the civil service exam.
Is that right? Do they still do that?
Not that anybody other than us know about the civil service exam.
Do you think the white people used to have to take that too?
Well, they said it.
Yeah, the white people took it too.
Yeah.
You see.
Oh, okay. Those that didn't know nobody.
Well, that's true. That is so true. They didn't know anybody or have some uncle or aunt already in the government.
Right.
Of course, that's knowing somebody.
Yeah. So, now after your business school, then your first job after you acquired your skills was
In the government,
in DC?
in D.C.
Okay.
I went back to school and improved my typing skills. And that's when I went to Upper Marlboro.
Okay, so that's how you got to.
That's how I got to Upper Marlboro. And Uncle Sidney was the one knew about the job.
Mm-hmm.
He told me about it. And that's when I went to school day and night to improve I went day and night to Cortez Peters.
Oh, yeah.
This was
Okay,
Cortez Peters School.
Peters. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And improve my typing skills so that I could pass the tests, the Maryland tests, and get that job there. And I naturally worked with and his name was Taylor, James Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Taylor came in. See,
Okay.
definitely the commercial side, and once a year they used to have this is still the commercial side.
Mm-hmm.
They would have a farm fair and have prize products, and they would auction a lot of those prize products off. when I say prized products, okay, watermelons, for example, if you raise them right, they would look nice. Your corn, a lot of your produce on the market for sale, and that also allowed blacks to enter.
And that was the county fair, wasn't it?
County fair,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, county fair.
It was a county fair, because we got our first home economics teacher, not
Yeah.
what you call it again, which was Hattie Holmes, and she worked in the same office that we worked in. That was the basement office at the courthouse. She worked with the women on canning.
Candy.
Like you say, they could put some of their prized product at the county fair.
Mm-hmm. But you remember Miss Brown doing those string beans, and they had to be.
Yeah.
We never worked that hard. We didn't.
I just throw them in the jar when you go can them and open for Sunday, that kind of thing. But like she was saying, they had to look a certain way. First, when I retired, when I resigned to go to D.C. to George Washington University, when I resigned to do that.
All of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long did you work with the future with the agriculture?
9 years.
9. Mm-hmm. Tell us about some of your experiences while you were at work. I know you hadn't forgotten them all.
No. No. I'm trying to think of this lady's name now. The first one that had me to go in the white bathroom. Because you know, the courthouse was prejudiced, and if there was a black bathroom for the ladies and for men, and of course they had the whites. And her name come to me so, because she just took me by the hand. You would know her too. And it's going to come to me.
Was she a black lady that
Yes, she
worked
was a
there?
black lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was a black lady. And she was so proud to see a black woman working there in the courthouse. And she said, here, you go in this bathroom. And I did. When I came with it, I met some whites. I met some whites coming in. She said, okay, just go on. And from then on, I went in the white bathroom.
Mm-hmm. How did they receive you when you started your job there? I guess you were a novelty, huh?
Yeah, I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One Sunday, it was Bishop Stitz. I felt this feeling before, but I shared it with him, okay? I had a warm kind of feeling. And at that time, lay speaking was being introduced in conference. And I thought it was lay speaking. I thought that was my calling.
Mm-hmm.
And, but the warm feeling kept continuing in my heart. And I realized it was a part of lay speaking, but it was more deep ministry than lay speaking. By that I meant that God wanted me to be His instrument to help people. Bishop Stitz preached at the church some years ago. He was our conference leader then. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I went to him and told him about this feeling that I had in my heart. And he told me to go tell the pastor. The pastor at that time was Reverend Giles.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go immediately to Reverend Jobs. As I thought about it more, and I kept feeling the movement in my heart. So I finally went to Reverend Jobs, and he said to me, if you think you're being called by God, I will introduce you to the right people in conference. And he did. I told him that I did not want to be pastor of a church. One of the reasons I didn't want to be a pastor of a church, I felt that I wouldn't have the freedom to be used by God as he wanted me to do. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay? So he said, try diaconal ministry. And he introduced me to Wesley Seminary. And the lady she's retired now, that he introduced me to was Darrow, D-A-R-R-O-W. She was the head of diaconal ministry at that time. And I felt very comfortable as we started working together. She was my mentor, along with Reverend Jobs. So from then on, I took the classes, and fortunately, I was in my 70s. I retired at the same age, but I stayed with the ministry because I knew it was God's calling.
Well, did the conference send you to Gibbons?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The conference sent me to Gibbons.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church before. Conference didn't send me to Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist. I was trying to find a church then.
Oh, okay.
Now, Muse is the one, okay? He came, were you at my graduation? Because I read the scripture, and as we were marching down the aisle, Muse was standing at the end of the aisle, and he tapped me on the hand and said, "Come to Gibbons."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's Muse's words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't go to Gibbons right away. I went to Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church and worked for 4 years
Oh, okay.
there.
I knew it was something in there. Was
Yeah.
a break in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I never changed my membership,
Mm-hmm.
you see. When I went to Gibbons, which was all right then,
Mm-hmm.
the breakup hadn't come.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was working as Muse, my pastor, by conference,
Mm-hmm.
not by Muse,
Mm-hmm.
you see.
How long did you stay there?
I stayed there until about 4 or 5 years.
That's about 4.
I stayed at Gibbons a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't leave until the breakup. When the breakup came, you remember we moved to Oxford Hill, he was talking about changing name. That's when I went back to Asbury.
Mm-hmm.
I was diaconal minister with Gibbons. I was diaconal minister with Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church. I retired as a diaconal minister. See, I had the masters. Many people going in now, they have to get their masters first.
Well,
But it's we know that we're not gonna save everybody, but if we just save one, and just keep plucking at it, that's about the best we can do, isn't it?
Well, I feel the same way you feel. I really do. Like you say, we can't save everybody.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we can't save any. We can just lead them to
Well,
Christ,
that's
and
it.
He does the
Lead them.
saving.
Mhm.
You know.
yeah.
But I think
And,
it's harder now to lead him, don't you think
That-
so?
that's it.
It's so many distractions.
That's
That's what
it.
go
That
back
is
to
it.
so many
That is
distractions.
it.
Mhm.
There's
Even
so
with the
much
little
to-
one, you start from this on up,
Yeah,
you know, so.
yeah.
you
Because
know.
when I felt the warmness in my heart,
Mhm. And
that was
another, yeah.
a turning point.
Mhm.
You see.
How Johnson get in contact with you?
Right.
Garfield's brother,
No,
Catherine's son.
no, not.
You know, he wrote a book
Did he?
on Ethel Bailey. What is it, Bailey?
Yeah.
You know, you all's cousin. You know
Yeah.
that was in Africa.
Right.
Yeah, he wrote a book on. Wrote a book.
He did.
Mm-hmm. You and Priscilla were tight, so she kept me up with what was going on.
Going on, right?
Well,
Yeah, but that's nice. That's really nice. It's nice to keep up with what's going on.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. And I appreciate the interview.